Is a new logo for the Neah Bay Red Devils. Good evening, everybody. Here we are here. The captains are walking out on the field here in Tulalip. Like I always say, Tosh, one of the best settings here in the 1B, if not the best. Here, I am joined by Tosh here. We're going to be commentating. What do you think about this game, Tosh?
I think it's another great competitive teams we got lining up here today. Neah Bay and Tulalip Heritage Hawks.
This is a good rivalry matchup. I don't even know if I should say rivalry. Great competitive matchup here in Tulalip. Always exciting. Neah Bay just traveled a long distance. I think I just checked on Apple Maps. It's about 4 hours and 20 minutes away. So them coming out here and getting ready to play some football is always very exciting. Super excited to be here. So it looks like right now we are looking at the teams. They are going to be doing a coin toss. And if you guys are lost on what a coin toss is or new to football, coin toss is where they decide who is going to get the ball and receive it, kick the ball. We will see here shortly. What do you think, Tosh? How do you feel about the game?
I would say it's another beautiful day. We've had a bit of a rainy week, but coming in on a Friday with a nice sunny day really bless these kids with a good day of football.
No better weather, as people say. Again, glad to be here. Looks like the referees are they're crossing the dotted line, as people like to say. They like to get things ready. Looks like to here they are going to be separating and be putting on each other's side. It looks like Tulalip will be receiving in the very first half, and that also means for people who do not watch football, if you receive the ball in the very beginning, you will be kicking the ball when it comes to halftime. So Neah Bay will get the ball at halftime as Tulalip sets to receive here on this beautiful day. Neah Bay looking to get pumped up here after traveling a long road journey.
You can see they got their starting chant. Get the blood pumping, juices flowing. Get them hyped for the game time.
Again, Neah Bay Senior High School, or Neah Bay High School here today, 2022-2023 boys varsity football here today is set to kick off the ball here soon. Looks like Tulalip looking like they are prepared in the receiving formation as the kickoff is going here in opening kickoff in Tulalip. What a bright, amazing day for us to be here. Just commentating too. We're also getting some sun, you know.
The sun and the breeze. So you'll have to forgive us if we come off staticky because that breeze is right in our face. Nice.
Just like, yeah, the thing is with breeze and football, they definitely mix, especially if you're going to run into this game and you're going to be expecting to throw it. That's a big problem looking at the water coming off the waters this evening.
Looks like we got number 10, Micaiah Chambers, kicking off for the Neah Bay Red Devils.
Looks like I'm looking to see who we have here receiving end. Looks like Neah Bay elects to go for the onside kick. And it looks like it was recovered by Tulalip here in...
What a way to start off the game, Dom.
Definitely keeping Tulalip on their toes with an opening onside kick. I don't know if that was 100% intentional or if it slipped off your foot. That's something you got to kind of keep in mind when kicks happen. Looks like the refs here are figuring out what spot. And like we say before in all games, some teams like to actually have a different football. So you will sometimes see a different football on different opposing teams. Tulalip is now breaking the huddle and looking like they are opening in a pistol-like formation here to start off the game.
I believe that's number 15. 15.
Looks like Apollo Lewis there on the carry. It looks like he about got good 4 yards, making it about 2nd and 6.
And 15 is going to be Unitas.
Unitas.
Yes, Unitas Reeves.
Tulalip set here to huddle, and just like in any football game, you'd like to see the running game get established early. Tulalip here running it a good 4 yards on opening kickoff, looking like they're returning to or going into an I formation here in 2nd and 6. Looks like a handoff to the right. Number 34 of the Neah Bay Red Devils there on the play. Tyler Swan, a freshman linebacker playing for Neah Bay. Look at this aerial drone footage we have here today. Shout out to the crew we have here providing here. What a cool opportunity for these kids to be able to see this game, isn't it?
Yes. Big thank you to Tulalip Tribes and Tulalip TV.
Looks like 3rd and 4 for the opening drive for the Tulalip Heritage Hawks here as they line up in an I formation here. Looks like a sweep play to the right.
And off to number 3.
Quickly shut down by number 32. I do not have number 32's number or name from the Red Devils, but also joining in on the tackle was number 11, who I also don't have the number for, so apologies to Neah Bay, but 32 and 11 there on the play.
It's going to be 4th and 5.
I would probably say, yeah, 4th and 5, 4th and 4 here for Tulalip on the opening kickoff, right about almost on the bottom fin here of the Tulalip Orca. Looks like they're opening up in the slot right. Deep pass to the right, just over Caleb Brady, it looks like. Actually, the United steps back throw here on the replay. Looks like it was just over number 3 of the Hawks here.
Got Amari
Hatch. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that here. We are working with some rosters, just getting back into it on this Friday evening as Tulalip sets up for a defensive formation here as they attempt to prevent Neah Bay from getting in on this first opening drive of Neah Bay's first opening drive. Neah Bay to hand it off and get it great, about 15, 20 yards on first opening play. Great run by number 1, Jodale Wimberly, sophomore out of Neah Bay. Looks like the hole just opened for Neah Bay there, and he was able to shoot right up the right gap there.
They're starting this game off hot early. This defense has got to hold their line.
Looks like they are led by number 9, Matthias Green, QB, and also linebacker for Neah Bay. It's another 6-7 yard run there for Neah Bay.
Good blocking.
Jodale Wimberly on the run.
It's important that these teams know they're strong players and they start strong.
Yeah, seeing here that Tulalip just looking to see what they could do on the defensive end here. Maybe getting a defensive stop on the run game is the biggest thing they will be struggling with in this opening quarter. Ran by number 34, Tyler Swan, freshman from Neah Bay.
Good tackle by number 5, Apollo Lewis, Freiburg.
Neah Bay breaks the huddle as they set to try to get some points here on this opening drive on 1st and 10. Number 9, Matthias Green, leads his team in an I formation to possibly hand it off here onto the right side. Tackled by Tulalip. Number 4 was there on the play for Tulalip on that tackle. James Jones, number 4, on the tackle for Tulalip.
Gotta say, they're running. They are running that ball.
Neah Bay wants to run the ball. They want to control the clock here as they approach here on 2nd and 1. It's like number 34. Waiting for the
a touchdown.
That is a touchdown for number 34 from Neah Bay, Tyler Swan, freshman out of Neah Bay. Looks like Neah Bay had really no problem rushing in on the offensive end on this first opening drive. But that's when you go back into your huddle, the coaches start making adjustments. They start seeing where could we figure out what's going on here. Looks like Neah Bay will be going for 2. And just a run right up the left gap there for Neah Bay, number 34, Tyler Swan, freshman out of Neah Bay.
I think it's safe to say that we're going to see the same kind of routine as we did last week, Dom, with them utilizing their key components. And I also think it's safe to say that 34 is going to be somebody to look out for.
It definitely looks like Neah Bay is utilizing number 34, Tyler Swan, quite a bit, especially on the opening drive, led by actually Matthias Green. But Tulalip, for them, the key components for them on this opening drive, I think, is to be able to stop that run today. Stopping that run is always key in any football game. I definitely think stopping the run is a huge thing, especially when it comes to clock management, all types of stuff like that. So now after Neah Bay makes it 8-0, Tulalip ready to receive. Are you anticipating an onside kick here, Tosh?
At this point, I'm not surprised to see another one, but with that scoring drive, I don't think so. I think they're going for it this time.
So we like to see what Neah Bay does here on the kicking side of things. Will they onside it? Will they kick it? Shortly find that out here soon on Tulalip TV here in Tulalip. Looks like another onside kick, and it was retrieved by Tulalip by number 4, James Jones, on the recovery.
I can appreciate their ideas behind it on getting their going kickback, but in most cases that seems to backfire, having a return at the 50-yard line.
So now at the field position, Tulalip starts at half field, a little bit past half field. So in this drive, they don't got to get as many yards. And when that's the downside about kicking onside kicks, sometimes it could bite you on the defensive end. Looks like Tulalip is set here.
Looks like number 77, Jonathan Rinker at center.
Looks like a little bit of a trick play, kind of like a fake handoff to the left, and then an actual handoff to the right. So number 15 fakes to number... Actually, the full handoff was actually to number 22, I believe, of Tulalip. Here again, Tulalip set on 2nd and 5 here against Neah Bay. After a great first run after the onside kick, Tulalip looks to hopefully convert here and get an easier first. Apollo Lewis on the handoff, keeps his legs churning, and he is past the first down. That is another Tulalip first down. That is actually the first down of Tulalip for tonight.
Great play, great drive, great handoff.
Looks like he just kept his legs turning as number 14 was coming in on the play and just kept his leg going. But there is an injury, it looks like, for number 5, Apollo. Looks like he's able to get off on his own feet, but he is appearing to limp. Hobbling, it looks like his right foot may have gotten caught somewhere.
Them running backs, you know, they got it tough in that running position.
That is a hard position to stay healthy, although the Hawks will maintain a first down. But Apollo looks like he's able to communicate with his coaches, and that's always a good thing you like to see. Maybe it's a cramp. I hope for the best of him and Tulalip that it's nothing serious as Tulalip takes over here on 1st and 10. Neah Bay loud on the sidelines here, cheering on their defense as Tulalip looks like they line up in a slot right formation.
And Unitas Graves at QB.
It's like a handoff to number 4 for Tulalip, James Jones, sophomore out of Tulalip. Looking like James is getting a little bit more involved today and getting especially in the running game this early. The wind is really soaring here in Tulalip, so if you hear the wind, just know we're here with you. Hearing the wind, hearing the fans, we're all involved. We're all excited to watch this game as Tulalip takes over on the 2nd and 7 on this slot right formation. Looks like another handoff to James Jones.
And a big tackle by number 32, which who you said is not listed on our
number 32 is unfortunately not listed, so that is your cousin. Make sure to let the Neah Bay team know that, hey, there's some players on the team that need to be listed. We have about, I would say, 20-something kids here listed on our rosters, but it looks like Neah Bay has a couple more. So please know, per player who's number 32, we are trying to give you your props. Just don't have your name.
Big hit.
Looks like Tulalip here in the slot right position with 2 receivers on the right.
3rd and 7.
Looks like another drop back, step back to the right side of the field, almost to number 14 of Tulalip. Looks like it was just a little bit overthrown. Intended for receiver Hazen Shopbell, senior, out of Tulalip. Looks like this ball just a little bit past him.
That's going to be another key component. They're going to have to play against the wind now, too, you know.
Throwing it in the wind is, throwing it in general in this division is one thing. But throwing it in the wind, and especially the wind coming off the water over here, definitely a hard thing to come by. Looks like Tulalip will line up in a similar formation here on 3rd and 6, looking to hopefully fourth down, according to the chains. I apologize. 4th down, slot right formation. Step back, 15, throws it to the right. Looks like it's thrown to number 14, Hazen Shopwell. Just dives for the extra yards.
That's going to be a 1st down.
It's really cool to see the Lashutzi they have on the back of their jerseys here in Tulalip. Looks like the ball is a little wobbly from that wind, but Hazen Shopwell makes a great effort and is there to make the catch. And a diving effort, Tosh, here on the play. Looks like he gets past the 14, just gets a couple more yards. That's what you like to see here in Tulalip after the catch.
Great catch, great play, 1st down.
Tulalip in a similar formation. Looks like they are having some luck in the air tonight. Oh, looks like there's a flag. Might have been an offsides. Going to the officials here. Looks like an offsides on the defense. That will be a flag.
1st and goal.
Looks like Tulalip looking to get some extra yardage here from the guys in the black and white officials here. With 1st and 10 being in the horizon, Tulalip looks to line up in, looks like an I formation to try and attempt to get this touchdown. Our 1st and...
Hazen Shopwell.
You know what, everybody? I apologize. This is my 2nd mistake so far. That was actually a false start on the offensive side. So it would be 1st and 15, not offsides on Neah Bay's side. Working out everything here as Tulalip looks like they going into 2nd down here in Tulalip.
They got to keep their hand on the ball, you know. Stay focused at all times. One little slip, that's all it takes.
4 minutes, 34 seconds as the Hawks take over on 2nd and 15 right now. Looks like Tulalip wants to have, 2 receivers on the left side this time, like a slot left type formation as number 15 sets back to snap. Looks like he wants to throw it to number 2, a little bit past, and picked off by Neah Bay. Looks like number 21 attempting to make a good angle here while the ref gets in the way on the 30, the 20, and slowly taken down here. Looks like Neah Bay will take over at Tulalip's 15. Looks like an interception on Tulalip's part. Puts them back on the defensive side of things as number 1 for Neah Bay picks us off. Jodell Wimberly almost picked off and ran off for 6. But Tulalip showing effort as they ran back to get him here on the replay. Number 9 to receive the snap, Matthias Green, QB from Neah Bay. Handoff to number 34, Tyler Swan with another catch. Another handoff here for Neah Bay.
He's their key player. If the defense can figure that out, double him up, keep some guys on him, that could really slow him up.
That is definitely something Tulalip is going for right now, is trying to stop the run, especially here on 2nd and short as Neah Bay goes in for their 2nd attempt. Great tackle by Tulalip there, tackle by number 21 of the Heritage Hawks. Kane Hotz there on the tackle. Looks like they have Kane at the defensive end position or corner, and he's able to come in very quickly when he saw that run. Looks like some of the Tulalip players are anticipating the run now, Tosh, looking at this 3rd and 8. What will Neah Bay do here in this formation as they set up for 3rd and 6 with 3 minutes to go here in Tulalip? Another handoff to Wendell. Looks like, and that is a touchdown for Neah Bay, number 34, Tyler Swan. freshman out of Neah Bay with, I believe, his second touchdown of the night.
Great drive, great defense, great blocking.
Yeah, Neah Bay looked like they were just able to block a little bit up front on that play. Sometimes, those plays just come, and if you're able to block, you're able to get some extra yardage. And in that case, they didn't need many yards. Number 9 to receive the snap, and it was a handoff to no good. Neah Bay 14, Tulalip 0, as Neah Bay is now going to be kicking the ball to Tulalip with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game, or in this first quarter. Tulalip is now electing to receive the ball. Some of the rosters we have here for Tulalip Heritage Hawks: find your friend, find your cousin, find your family member. Send them a picture of what we got here. Got a whole bunch of great Tulalip Heritage Hawks players representing their family, their tribe here in Tulalip today, playing football and playing their hearts out. So many great players. So proud of these guys out there today, being able to come out here and play in this nice day. What do you think, Tosh?
I think that if I were to guess, I would say they're going for an onside kick again.
Yeah, it looks like Neah Bay's they've gone for 2 onside kicks. I'm very excited to see what they decide to do here. They've been doing pretty well on the defensive side of things, so they might do an onside kick and hope for the chances to get the ball. Here we go to see what Neah Bay does. Looks like they elect to kick it far to Tulalip today on this drive and tackled there on the play.
No, I'd say moving forward on this, you need to watch the passes because of the wind. So running the ball is not a bad idea.
Running the ball in this wind is definitely something coaches are keeping in mind as Tulalip sets up their team here in the huddle at about I would almost say the 36-yard line. Looks like the Hawks have a lot of yards here to go. As they huddle up, fans are getting crazy. Fans are getting amped up for this next drive, as the score is Tulalip 0, Neah Bay 14, with 2 and almost half minutes here in the first quarter.
Third drive?
Looks like an audible motion to Tulalip as they throw it to the right. Number 3 cuts back to the left, going back up the sideline and just short of the first marker. So that looks like it was almost all that running to stay about the same yardage there. Almost to pass the marker, but I think they're going to mark him just short. 2nd and 10 here for Tulalip. 2nd and 9. Some of the judges are out here being a little positive there. Tulalip has actually had some luck with throwing the ball, but with this wind, it's pretty unpredictable. Looking like Tulalip is in a pistol-like formation here on the offensive side. Handoff to number 4 of Tulalip, James Jones. Looks like they're getting him involved early. Still no news update from Apollo. Hope to see him back in the game. Looks like he's actually jogging on the sideline, getting ready to return after James Jones had this great run play by Tulalip to make it about 3rd and 7.
He's a big part of this team, he's not afraid to get in there and get dirty with the ball. These boys, I'm sure they look up to him on the field.
Looks like the marker here has it set at 3rd and 3, not 3rd and 7. We have a concrete beam in front of us. Apologies there. Looks like we have another handoff here for Tulalip, and number 21 on the carry for Tulalip, Kane Hotz, also having a great game on the defensive side and now running it for a first down. You like to see that. Here we have it on the replay. Rushing to the right side, looks like he was just easily able to get past the first year as number 34 tackled him there.
Unitas Reeves approaching the huddle with his coach's drawn play.
Always doing a great job coming into the huddle and drawing up the right play. Unitas doing a great job for Tulalip tonight. Tulalip here to snap. Looks like a trick handoff like they did earlier, and they kept it. Number 15. Instant replay here shows that Tulalip had almost like a mix-up here where Neah Bay almost looked like, do we know who has the ball? But Neah Bay did a pretty good job of containing that and making it so they only gotten 3 yards on the play. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And that's going to be a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they want to get the ball off before the time, and will they get it? Snapped right before the clock, and they hand it off to number 21 of Tulalip. Kane Hotz just almost about a yard on that play. Some great sportsmanship by Neah Bay helping him up here. It looks like he hands it off really quickly, runs to the right, and Neah Bay was there with 3 players on the play to contain that outside run. 3rd and 7 now for Tulalip as Neah Bay leads 14, Tulalip 0. Still lots of time left, right, Todd?
A lot of time to make things happen in anybody's game, no matter what. You know, I say that and I live by that. You know, there's that game's not over till it's over. Just so long as you leave everything out there, you give it 110% every single time, you have no regrets. You know.
That's a good thing in saying. You know, consistency and showing up is one of the most important things, and that's what these kids are out here showing. This, you know what, these youth out here saying those type of things. It's good to see them out there today, being there, regardless of the outcome. They're out there making a difference for their tribe and their family. Always good to see. Always good to see everybody getting along out here today. Another great day for some football as the second quarter is about to kick off here. Always very excited because, you know, in football also, some of the things that some people don't know is when the quarters switch, they actually switch sides. So now with that, they should be switching sides if I am correct. But just another day here in Tulalip for some great football. Looks like here, like I was saying, the Neah Bay Red Devils will take over on the left side of the field on your screen, and Tulalip will now take it over on the right. So what that happens, you just switch sides, just kind of makes it equal. Both teams get both sides of the field. So looks like Tulalip will now take over here on the, looks like almost right on the exact 50-yard line. I would say 50-yard line.
Nice in for a shotgun play.
It looks like he likes to step up and go to the left as he throws it to number 14 of Tulalip. Hazen Shopell looks like he just overthrew him just a little bit. Like we said, though, that wind is a big factor as he steps back to drop here.
I almost say that they're throwing with the wind going this way.
That is a great point. So almost like when you throw it in the wind, it kind of like accelerate it just a little bit harder to make that throw. Coaches here making some adjustments on the Neah Bay sideline. Maybe they saw something they didn't like. Maybe they're trying to just make that key adjustment.
4th and 7.
4th and 7 here for Tulalip, looking to get a first down here. And to get a touchdown here on the offensive end. 15 to step back and throw it. Land sacked by Neah Bay right at the tail fin here in Tulalip. Looks like he's short of that.
Great play by the Neah Bay defense, you know. Switching it up, like I said. These linemen hopefully are anticipating that number 34 run.
They definitely have to watch out for the run, especially in the inside today. Right now, the interior linemen for Neah Bay are doing a great job blocking up front. Seeing if Tulalip can get a defensive stop here will be a huge test for them to hopefully have them not score.
The sooner they can anticipate and expect their plays, the sooner they can make the changes.
Another handoff to number 34, Tyler Swan from Neah Bay. Looks like he runs it right up the right gap here, right up of number 44 on his right hip to eventually go and get about a 14-yard run there for Neah Bay as they huddle up here with 11 minutes to go in the second. Running the ball, why switch it up, right? That's what why fix the system that's not broken for Neah Bay as they set up here in an I formation. Number 9 to step back and pass it, and he throws it to number 10 of Neah Bay, Micaiah Chambers.
Good catch. First down. On the 15-yard line.
Number 10 here doing a great job of trying to get to the outside. Number 21 and number 4 there for Tulalip. There on the tackle. 2 is better than 1, especially on the defensive side for Tulalip. For them to be there and on that tackle, great communication, great placement. Just a little short on getting to the ball there, but they were able to prevent a touchdown. That's the most important part. As number 9 sets up here to hand the ball off to number 1, Jodell Wimberly, tackled by Apollo Lewis, is back in the game for Tulalip, him making some great tackles. We saw him doing a whole bunch of great stuff. A couple games, actually last game, he had a great defensive presence in that middle linebacker position.
So it's good to see him back on the floor, healed back up. A little bit of cramp maybe in his leg, back on the go.
Fans getting some sun here as they're set to watch the 2nd and 10 here. You're wondering if Tulalip is set to guard the pass in this protection. Looks like Neah, they are sacked. Number 9 is shut down by number 00 in Tulalip.
And that's going to be our boy Xavier Miles Guilford.
Xavier Miles there getting through the offensive line and easily grabbing the QB here, getting some momentum here for Tulalip, as now Neah Bay is looking at a 3rd and long as opposed to a 3rd and short. Neah Bay showing no hesitation here as they get ready for this big 3rd down, lining up in a similar formation we've seen. Hand off. Oh, fake play action. Run to number 22. Caught the ball. Aiden Ellis, sophomore out of Neah Bay, who plays the tight end and defensive end position for Neah Bay.
Tell you, he had a good look and a good pass in it. Just put the pieces together.
See the replay here, him catching it, just getting it and being able to almost walk in there. A great pass by Neah Bay for them. Looks like they elect to go for 2 to hopefully make this 22-0 for their respective fans. Number 1 gets the handoff and looks like he makes it in. Number 1 on the 2-point conversion try, Jodell Wimberly, sophomore out of Neah Bay.
Another good take by the Neah Bay Red Devils.
Another good drive by them, and that's always good to see, especially here in Tulalip. Everybody keeping their heads high. Even on the defensive end, Tulalip was still looking there to show effort and be there on the 2-point conversion. Now we are getting ready for the kickoff, as Neah Bay will kick it off for a 3rd time. And like I've asked you before, will Neah Bay elect to do an onside? But last time they didn't, so it looks like they've done 2 onsides and 1 regular. Maybe they do a regular kick on this one?
It seems when I seem to guess, they usually do the opposite. So I'm going to guess that they do a long kick.
Yeah, that's a great guess, especially with today's score here. We have a lot of things going on, and anxious to see what goes on here for Tulalip as they set to receive this ball and getting ready to hopefully try and get some points on the board here before halftime. Referee whistle is whistled, and Neah Bay looks like it was an onside, and it was just caught by number 4 of Tulalip, James Jones, sophomore. Looks like this was a tricky one to get. They always teach you to just jump on the ball, and James did a good job of getting right on top of it. Neah Bay right there on the play. If he wasn't there in that nick of time, Neah Bay looks like they were there ready for the onside.
It must be a favorite play for them to get that shortage and rush right in.
It's really trusting their defense in that sense, you know, being able to onside kick like that. It's definitely got to be trustworthy of your defense and confident. But Tulalip now will take over at, it looks like, the 51-yard line. That's, again, like we talked before, kicking the onside leads to the other team leading it on the other side of your territory. Number 15 to snap, to hand it off here. Looks like he hands it off to Apollo Lewis.
No, that was
not Apollo Lewis.
That was Nico Pablo Bolivar.
Nico Pablo on the run there, number 7.
And forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that.
Oh, yeah. Nico Pablo
Bolivar?
I hope that's correct. Apologies to all the people out there who are listening who are saying we are not saying it right, but we're here telling you who's running, and we're doing our best here. Tulalip breaks out of the huddle, getting ready to take over on this 2nd and 8. Here at almost the mouth of the Tulalip Whale here. Unitas to lead his team, and hopefully it looks like a sweet play to the right here as number 2 takes it over. Tackled by number 34, Javion Henry on the carry there.
And number 2, yes, Javon Henry. Tell you, no size you can really utilize in this sport.
Yes, and also numbers in football definitely takes over. You know, if you have the great numbers, you have depth, you have a bench, plays a big part in sports like this. Looks like now Tulalip on 3rd and 8 with 7 minutes to go. Hopefully looking they can get a first down and get some points on the board here for Tulalip as they take over here in an I formation. Looks like Neah Bay sending about 4 rushers about every play here. Looks like he picks up the ball. Looks like it was just botched a little bit in a negative yardage there for number 7 as Tulalip now looks at about a 4th and long here as Nico looks like he picks it up and just prevents the bad play from getting any worse. So good alertness on number 7's part to make sure he got the ball and got it out of harm's way, because you look at something like that, it could have definitely been a pickup for the other team.
Bringing us to 4th and long, our options are very limited, but, you know, our best bet is to just go for it and make the best.
Tulalip now faces a 4th and 9 here and looks like a unique passing formation here with 3 receivers to the left. Looks like a number 15 steps back to go throw it deep, and it's just overthrown towards the numbers. Looks like it was intended for number 2, Javion Henry. Looks like defenses was crashing the pocket very quickly as he set to throw this, and maybe miscommunication on the wide receiver's part. Maybe there's a lot of defensive pressure. That's the thing about being a QB. There's so much you got to worry about, especially in that pocket. It could definitely collapse fast.
That's going to bring us to a Neah Bay Red Devils first down. QB number 9.
Neah Bay here to do a pitch-like play to number 1. Looks like he gets about 20 yards here on the play. I believe that's Jodell Wimberly on the outside run. Looking like he beat the corner of number 33. Just got out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by number 5, Apollo Lewis. Some players, fans out here tonight, excited to watch here on this nice Friday night day.
You can see they packed the windbreakers and blankets.
I just said Friday night day, everyone. For everyone out there, looks like a fake handoff by Neah Bay as number 34 drives up the field, taking 3 people with him.
Tyler Swan.
Looks like Tyler Swan on the big run here on the replay. Looks like just a right up the gut.
Got an injury on the field.
Injury down for number 20 of Tulalip. Looks like he's able to get off on his own 2 feet. As there are some players taking a knee, he's able to get off on his own feet. That's what you like to see. Like, if you were to see anybody get injured in a game like this, you'd hope to see they can at least get up on their own 2 feet.
Especially with as hard as they hit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be limping off all the same.
Number 9 here for Neah Bay, set to lead his team in an I formation to hand it off here to number 11. Number 11, I do not have your number or your name on here. Apologies to not being able to get you the proper recognition, but great play by number 11 for Neah Bay as they set to huddle up here for 2nd and 2. Always a great time to be here in the game. Always having a good time. Handoff here to the right. Number 34 walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Neah Bay Red Devils.
Tyler Swan, man, he's an animal. They really know how to utilize their key component player there.
What it looks like to me is Neah Bay is getting a lot of great blocking up front. Tulalip doing a great job of trying to get them on the inside. They're doing a great job of containing the run on the inside, but when it bounces to the outside, it's hard to push the runner back in. And both, you got to win. That's the name of the game. You got to win the offensive line, got to win the line of scrimmage. Play action here. It looks like he's sacked to prevent the 2-point conversion. That makes the score of the game Tulalip 0, Neah Bay 28. As looks like here, there's just Apollo got right by the offense there and was able to get the sack there pretty easily almost. Looks like he came in from the outside and also helped by number 55 of Tulalip. Lincoln Pablo? Yeah, Lincoln Pablo was also there on the assist of the night there to stop the 2-point conversion.
Tell you, Paulo Lewis, man, I wish there were more like him.
Paulo doing a great job tonight, as well as Tulalip also having a good presence, tackling in like a group, like I was saying. 2 is better than 1, and on that 2-point conversion, they are able to get 2 people there to stop the run. Now, Neah Bay to kick off for the 4th time here in Tulalip in the first half. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left here in the first half of this game. Number 10 to kick it, Micaiah Chambers. Looks like a long kick here. Tulalip caught, bounces to the outside, ins and outs. Javon Henry on the receiving end. Looks like Tulalip is in some new jerseys tonight with Lashutzian on the back, like we were saying earlier. Really cool to see some of the new equipment for Tulalip and the amount of players that Tulalip has. Very nice to see, and everybody coming out and showing up and being there, making these fans really proud to be here today.
It's all for the kids, you know. You want the best resources for these kids so they can really turn into some great adults.
Yes. Number 77 to snap the ball for Tulalip here. Jonathan Rinker. Number 5 bounces to the outside, out to the almost.
That's
right
a first down.
At the end of the whale, Paulo Lewis gets up fast. Good to see him back out there. Looks like he just bounces right to the right outside, right off Jonathan Rinker's hip on the right side. Just kept his leg turned and kept running for Tulalip. Now looking to take over back on this new, fresh set of downs. Shout out to the chain gang we have here today, here volunteering for Tulalip, marking those first downs. Without them, where would we be? Great work by the chains today. Looks like Tulalip in the I formation.
1st and 10 on the 44-yard line with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first half.
Nico Pavlo on the run there. Just short of the first down. Looks like it'll be 2nd and short here for the Heritage Hawks. Some alumni in the house giving back to Tulalip, whether that be on the chains, whether that be here on the camera or in the stands. Lots of Heritage Hawks here helping out tonight. Good to see. And also, probably on the Neah Bay side of things, I'd like to say that I see some familiar faces even when I would play back in 2016. Tulalip here to take over on 2nd and short. Unitas here on the snap. Looks like he turned a bad play into something. Apollo spins, gets past the line, looking to get past the first down, and swallowed up by Neah Bay's defense.
Looks like they had a little scramble going on there at the last second. Maybe slipped the hike or quick drop, but Xavier was quick to hand it off.
The thing is, when snapping the ball, I think center is one of the hardest positions. It definitely is the hardest position on the offensive line, because you got to worry about snapping the ball, and then you got to worry about blocking someone, because blocking someone wasn't already hard enough. You got to snap the ball correctly. So shout out to Jonathan Rinker for what he's doing today. I know he's out there doing his best to get the ball there securely for the QB. Looks like United step back, drop in the pocket, throws it almost to number 5. Looks like it was just short. Almost within reach there.
And that's going to bring us to 4th and 4.
Looks like.
And a timeout.
Timeout.
Too late.
Lots of points being scored so far in these first 2 quarters for Neah Bay, but it looks like Tulalip is looking to get into the end zone for the first time in this first half. Coach Lonnie and coaches bringing team together to hopefully get some more points on the board, some points on the board.
We've seen Jared's Corner is set up this week for anybody that wants their kernel corn.
Looks like Jared's Kettle is up and running here on this Tulalip game. Some of the people here snacking on it. Always good to have some concessions here in the game. Tulalip getting ready here. Looks like they're getting coached up here. Some alumni even on the coaching side for Tulalip. Some recognizable faces for them as Tulalip gets ready to start this almost new drive here. But 4th and 4, they got to get past first before they get onto that new set of downs. Only 4 more yards, led by center Jonathan Rinker. Snap the ball and hopefully get the ball into United's hands to get a first down or someone else's hands. So Layup takes over here on 4th down. Looks like a motion type play here. United steps up to throw. Number 14 wide open for Tulalip. Juke to the right, left. Goes to the numbers. Number 14.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Tulalip. Hazen Schoppel on a great play. What a play for Tulalip here. Fans are loving it, getting involved, saying, let's go. Looks like United steps back here. Ball's wobbling in the wind. Caught by number 14 there on the play. Gets past Neah Bay defenders, goes right by and scores a touchdown for Tulalip. First one of the day. Great replay brought to you by Tulalip TV here today. Great team of people as Tulalip goes in, hopefully, for a 2-point conversion on their first go-ahead for the game.
That one's definitely going to be on the ESPN highlights tonight.
Waiting for the officials to blow the whistle here. Looks like there's a flag on the play.
False start.
Looks like on the 2-point conversion there was a false start on the offensive side. So the Heritage Hawks will be pushed back about 5 yards from the initial spot, and now taking over is the Heritage Hawks. Still 6, Neah Bay 28. Heritage looking to make that 8.
Fans feeling the excitement.
Yes, very much feeling the excitement after that big touchdown. Hazen Schoppel, senior out of Tulalip, able to bring it in. Looks like Unitas there to look for his favorite target again of the game and just overpassed him a little bit there on the play. Unitas Jr. from Tulalip looks like he will have 1 year here to play for Tulalip under this QB position if he decides to play more QB. But looking at the offensive weapons that Tulalip here has, always looking for a great next season. Looking excited to see who comes back next year. As with Neah Bay, their program for here have one be excited to see what Neah Bay does here on the offensive end. Very excited.
Now, if I were to guess, I'm guessing that Tulalip Heritage passed this ball as far as they can.
I think I like to see Tulalip kick the ball really far here. The kickoff is one thing hard to defend, especially in this league. I know special teams is a very important component of the game. So, but Tulalip has done a very good job on special teams. So very excited to see how that pans out.
Especially defensively. You know, I'm assuming they have their game plan beginning to set in motion here.
Yes, game planning, especially after the scores from Neah Bay. I think Tulalip has them. I'd like to think Tulalip has them down as they set to kick the ball off here off the 40 to Neah Bay. Looks like they have, I believe that's number 1 set to receive it, Jodell Wimberly. But it looks like it was kicked to number 11 of Neah Bay. And he quickly jumps on the ball. Good thing to have that. Number 11, do not have your number on my roster sheet, but great play by number 11.
Good recover. At the 42-yard line? Or no, 38.
38-yard line for the Neah Bay Red Devils. Tulalip here on the defensive end looking to get a stop here before halftime. Neah Bay here to direct snap run for, looks like they're running up the middle here. Lowers shoulder and able to almost get to pass the whale there. Number 9, Matthias Green.
And number 21 for the Hawks, Kane Hawks.
That's the thing with direct snapping. It allows the QB or the direct person who's receiving the snap to instantly just take off. Actually, in something like this, when you know you're getting the ball and able to run it in 1B with 8 men, it is definitely a hard thing to get him down. To Layup now, sitting up here on defense, throwing it to number 34, just caught.
Hey, another big hit.
Looks like another big play here on both sides here as they throw it to number 34 here, wobbles to the right. Looks like he had a stiff arm, but easily tackled by number 4 there on the leg tackle by James Jones. That's what they teach you. You know, if some guy's running at you, he's a little bit bigger, go for the legs.
Go for the legs.
Get him down. Hey, as long as he gets him down, that's the main part of the game. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Here as Neah Bay looking to make the score larger than number 28. Looks like a pass to number 9. Steps up in the pocket, throws it to number 10. Number 21 there on the tackle there for Talayla.
Another first down marked at the 16.
Micaiah Chambers there on the play. Good awareness by Matthias Green on the throw there as he throws it to number 10, Micaiah Chambers. Fans here in the sun watching their team, getting ready to watch this 1st and 5, or 2nd and 5 for Neah Bay. Looks like a couple shed tackles by number 1. Walks into the right of the end zone. Touchdown, Neah Bay. Jodell Wimberly.
I believe they're calling off the touchdown. Flag was thrown in the backfield.
Flag here. Looks like there might have been holding on the offensive end. So that play will be, no, it won't count. Some people will say, well, how do you say it? Negated. Do you say no good? I say they will replay the down here and play up as the ref's taking some deep strides here as he sets the Neah Bay Red Devils back 5 extra yards after holding that. 10 extra yards after that holding play as both teams go their respective huddles.
That's got to hurt, you know, right after a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So on the moon, you're like, man. But they have been driving really good to this game, so if they can do it once, they can do it again. It's on this defense now.
Yes, very much it's on the defensive side of things. Hopefully Tulalip's defense gets catching a break here on the defensive end. Looking for the outside run. Looks like to be the answer here. But again, I am the guy in the announcing booth. I am not the coach. But I'm very excited to see what they do here on this next play to stop the run. Neah Bay doing a great job of also implementing the play action in part of their offensive scheme. So to see Tulalip getting ready here, defensive formation, makes me really excited to see this next play.
Tell you, the officials really got their wits about them today, you know, not letting things go, not letting it slide, staying on top of it.
Like we said before, safety is very important in this league, very important to these refs. Always nice to see them watching out for these players and making sure everything is just executed good. So the refs are out here today conversing, making sure everything is in order as Neah Bay takes over at this 1st and 15. First down for Neah Bay as they set to possibly look like a pass play. Looks like number 1. Looks like it even faked us out here in the camera. Number 1, Jodell Wimberly on the touchdown. Looks like he just ran to the right side there and was able to run right into the end zone here. It looks like a fake handoff. Looks like number 9 almost had it, but he pitches it right before and just gets by the Tulalip defense on the outside here.
And that is speed.
Was able to speed right by, and now Neah Bay to go for 2 to possibly make this 36-6. Number 9 direct snap. then running to the left, and it is good. Number 9, Matthias Green.
What's another flag on the play now? I think they're calling that one off.
Another flag on the play.
Holding defense. Or offense, rather. I'm sorry.
Holding on the offense now sets Neah Bay back a couple yards to attempt this 2-point conversion. Another go. Here looks like there's just a little holding here on the offensive side of things before he gets into the end zone. Don't have the yellow marking like they do on the NFL, but just so you know, looking for the holding. That is the biggest key here. Shout out to the replay team, letting us able to see those things. Very key here in this type of game. Tulalip now ready here to take over on the defensive side. Number 9 to snap the ball here for Neah Bay. Looks like a right throw to number 10, Micaiah Chambers there on the 2-point conversion try. What I was meaning to say there after I fumbled the word a little, rolling to the right. QB throws it to number 10, Micaiah Chambers.
Which brings us to 36-6 with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Lots of fans here watching this game, excited to watch as Neah Bay is winning 36-6 here in Tulalip. Looking like they are getting some quick scores on the board in this first half. But if Neah Bay is able to score 36 in the first half, I'd like to think Tulalip hopefully could come back in the second half. Maybe they can get something going in a 2-minute drill. That is something that some people talk about. 2-minute drills are actually, in practice, you actually line up and you pretend there's 2 minutes left on the score drive.
My guess, short kick.
Short kick, yes, definitely could see a short kick here for Neah Bay to hopefully, for Tulalip's sakes, not get that. Tulalip set to receive here as Neah Bay kicks the ball off. Deep right to Tulalip here as they receive number 2, quickly taken down by Neah Bay.
Hits him like a wall.
Javon Henry tackled for do not hit his number well. Tackle and defense by him. Special team things. Didn't come by his teacher. No. Neah Bay over on the nav and Tulalip on the offensive end. Neah Bay in the white, Tulalip in the black here for this minute and 55 seconds left in the second quarter.
They send it over to Hazen again. Hazen with the outbreak.
Hazen doing a great job on the receiving side. If the line is able to give United some time, I believe that very much play will happen again. Number 14 to do another similar motion. Looks like going to the right this time. Number 4 looks like he shrugs just to reach over to the first down. Number 4 of Tulalip, James Jones on the reception. Looks like it's about second and short for Tulalip, just shy of the first down as the clock ticks down from 2 minutes. It can definitely go fast in this type of thing.
The Puddles might even be best to use a timeout at this point.
Keeping composure and patience on offense in this time is definitely kind of playing with a two-ended sword as the time ticks here for Tulalip. Second and short here. Snap to Apollo, just shook off the defense, kept his legs going. First down for Tulalip.
48-yard line.
Looks like he just got hit really quick here, was able to spin off the defender, run off another guy, and take 2 guys with him to the top of the fin of Tulalip here for a first down.
Last minute of play here in the first half.
Looks like the scoreboard is adjusting here. Looks like we have about 45 seconds here in real time here. Motion here for Tulalip as they look to maybe pass to the right side of the field. Over the receiver and the defenders there for Unitas.
Which brings us to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, one of those type of downs that you have the flexibility to run it, to pass it. You still have a couple downs to figure out what you're going to do. Still pumped to see how Tulalip gets past this second down.
Neah Bay defense on the pounce.
Looks like Unitas has Apollo to his left as he has two receivers on one on the left, one on the right, or two on the right, one on the left. Three blockers up front.
Seen 2 flags
Unitas
go that
to throw it. Just a little bit past number 14, Hazen. I believe there's a flag on the play. Looks like the refs are negotiating what's going on here. I'm not really seeing the call quite yet. I
Looks
think
like
it's
he's
just timeout
meeting with the
to Laylup.
coach.
Not seeing any yellow on the field today. Just seeing still third down.
It'll be just third down. False alarm, I guess.
Yep. Neah Bay goes back to their respective huddles, looking to hopefully get to Laylup some points here. So Laylup getting ready, coached by Willie Enoch here on the sideline. Also an alum. Alum's here today, always doing good things. And again, joined by all the great people listening on Tulalip TV at home. Shout out everyone who's listening. I have some family members watching. I told my grandpa to tune in. If grandpa, if you're listening, thank you for joining. I hope you got everything figured out. Neah Bay here in the huddle. Is anyone you'd like to say hi to, Tosh?
Shout out to my tarot classmates and tarot instructors.
Yes, that tarot class is going great in Tulalip. We actually just got off the tarot class, came straight here. We are feeling all Tulalip has to offer this week.
Great education. I would recommend it to everyone.
Now with Neah Bay here on the left of your screen, going into the defensive formations as Tulalip sets up here. Unitas looking to get something going here, maybe on the air raid type here in the last for the half here. Looks like Unitas in the shotgun with three receivers.
That's going to be a sack.
Quickly, it's hard not to get sacked when you have only three guys, and Neah Bay send in looks like four.
With 15 and counting.
Looks like they're going to do a hurry-up type offense here.
With 4th and long.
10 seconds to go here in the game.
This will be our last play for the half.
Looks like a deep pass.
And maybe not.
Looks like the clock is stopped at 1.8 seconds here for Tulalip. But after that unsuccessful drive, it looks like Neah Bay will get the ball with 1.8 seconds in the second quarter. Does Neah Bay take the knee here, or do they run play-action play to possibly get more points going into half?
Enough time for a Hail Mary. Maybe this defense can stop him here. I'm hoping.
Neah Bay here set the snap with 1 second left. Looks like they're in an I formation. Looks like a handoff to the right. Buzzer's off, so if he scores, he gets almost gets the score. And number 22 makes it in on 1.8 seconds left, right before half. Looks like number 22, Aiden Ellis, scores with 1 second left to go in the second quarter. Looks like it was just a simple handoff to the right, almost confused the Hawks to the left there, and was able to run it in to the right. Paulo Lewis just short there on the tackle. Neah Bay now going for 2 to possibly make this 44-6 going into half. Looks like there's a mouth guard on the floor, number 32. Snap by number...
Second and
converted, caught by number 10, Micaiah Chambers, and thrown by number 9, Matthias Green. Looks like that duo has been an issue tonight for the Hawks. hopefully will be addressed here coming into the next half. But now, after these replays, we will be going into halftime. So grab your stuff, get ready. Lots of stuff going on here. Still another half of football left. Some great effort by both teams so far. Through the air, through the ground, teams are doing the best they can. Most important thing, great defensive effort on both sides of the field. Great passes here from Neah Bay and Taleb here on Taleb TV. Great runs, keeping the legs churning. That's what they teach you at the running back schools. Keep your legs going and just keep dropping back and keep making them passes. We'll see you guys coming into this next quarter. Again, I've been joined here by Tosh, and I'm so glad just to be here with you guys all today. We'll be joining you here shortly, back in the third quarter, as Neah Bay leads Tulalip here in Tulalip on this beautiful day. Again, here in Tulalip. Just what are your biggest takeaways for both teams so far?
You know, I'm really amazed at Neah Bay's ability to drive that ball down the field. You know, our defense has been on point tonight all around, considering how we've been seeing them perform. You know, they're not missing any key components other than the fact that Neah Bay's drive is very high tonight.
Tulalip doing a great job on the defensive side, I think, sometimes, but there's some key communications I think that may be missed on the offensive end, but looking like they're doing a great job.